recently took a trip. I'm currently in Germany, right outside of Frankfurt. Just flew in yesterday. Pretty good travels, wasn't too bad, but as you can see, based on the sweater that I have on right now, the weather is a little chilly out here. You might not be able to pick it up in the video, but it's a little drizzle been going on. It's been raining here for the last couple of days. I'm currently out in a town that's about an hour outside of Frankfurt, near an Air Force base. I'm actually here visiting my brother, who's currently in the Air Force, and he's graciously allowed me to stay at his pad. He's got a nice little place and a pretty nice looking community out here. And if you can kind of see out from behind me here, you can kind of see a big field. And I have noticed just in the 24 hours that I've been here, there's pretty good scenery, and it seems like a pretty low-key town that I'm currently in today. But throughout the week, I will be showing you a few things throughout the city, so definitely stay tuned and enjoy what's yet to come. But I will check back in with you shortly on as we start to make our adventures through the city, and see what this town has to offer. Okay, we have just kind of taken a scenic drive around. So first off, we're starting in the city of Ramstein, where the Air Force base currently is. And then we kind of took a scenic drive through, what was the name of the city again?
Kaiserslautern.
Kaiserslautern is where we just drove through. And now we're in Landstuhl.
Yeah.
And we're about to check out a place called Ancho's. It's kind of a local eatery around here. Seems like it's got some burgers, kind of some cool fare, and I think they got a pretty awesome beer selection in there. And obviously, being in Germany, I imagine beer is going to be pretty good. So I'm going to let you guys know what I think when I get inside. Food has come and it's looking pretty good. Just now leaving Ancho's. Great establishment, great time, great conversation, talking to a lot of cool folks inside. Food was outstanding. Me and my brother just had two amazing, what were they, pepper jack burgers.
Yeah.
They were the right amount of spice, definitely a great amount of flavor. And the portion sizes down here are pretty extensive. Like, the burger was a healthy portion, very, 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 very good. So definitely recommended place. You'll definitely have a good time there. They had live music going on tonight. So definitely a good little cultural experience, just kind of seeing what was going on, and definitely had a lot of fun. But we will catch up with you a little later once we hit some other locations. But definitely Ancho's is a good spot to check out if you're ever in this area. Next location, we're going to a local hookah lounge called Manhattan Hookah Lounge. I'm going to check it out, see what it's talking about. Just stepping out of the Manhattan Lounge. It's a cool little location. It's not too bad. I guess I need to mention that. I guess we started this night kind of early. It was around about 8 o'clock, and it's on a Friday. And but apparently, at the Manhattan Lounge, we stepped in at about 8. It was a little empty in there, but it was a nice little cool little vibe and stuff like that. Hookah was good. They had some good drinks inside and everything. However, it started to liven up quite a bit after about 9 o'clock. So on a Friday night, in this town, like it seems like around 9:30 people start to really get out and start hanging out, so definitely livened up a little bit afterwards. So definitely a good place to check out if you're ever in this part of the neck of the woods. I will catch you on the next excursion. Okay, day 2 of the Germany trip. Things have been going pretty well thus far. Got up kind of early this morning. Took a nice little run through the neighborhood, which was pretty cool. I mean, today's kind of been the first day where it hasn't been just tragically raining and raining and raining and raining. And it's not too super cold today. I mean, it's kind of in the 40s. I mean, yes, it is still winter time out here. So it was a little bit cool this morning, but not too bad. And it was pretty dry. We definitely took a pretty fun run through the neighborhood, and it was kind of interesting. I mean, the architecture out here in Germany is a lot different than what I'm used to. The homes are a little closer together. The roads are a little more narrow, but it's very unique. All the houses are kind of very, very symmetrical, but at the same time, they have their different taste and their kind of different touch. Different colors and things like that. Kind of a lot more unique than I'm definitely used to being in the States. But definitely a cool experience, taking a long run. Definitely some nice scenery as I was running through. Some really cool landscapes and stuff like that. So I took a couple shots of that area. So definitely I'll have those for you all to see. So right now we're actually doing some shopping today. My brother's looking for some new furniture for his place. So we're actually taking a trip to Ikea. And that is a Swiss company, which Switzerland is probably about a 4-hour drive south of where we are right now. So I kind of was interested to see, is Ikea actually kind of closer to its native place, a little bit different than we normally see it in the States. So I'm going to take kind of a look around and see if it's a little bit different. It definitely looks really, really large. I mean, the front of it almost looks kind of like the intro to an airport or something like that, like a little hangar or something like that. But the place looks pretty large. But I'll take a couple shots inside, and we'll see what it looks like. Just finished up our little tour through Ikea. It is a very massive store. Normally Ikeas are usually pretty big stores, but I feel like this one's a little bit bigger than I've seen back in the States. A lot of different sections, all kind of different things. I guess one thing to keep in mind is you probably want to make sure you have your Google Translate ready if you're not fluent in German, because obviously the signs and pricing and information and details on all the products and stuff like that were all in German. So, but if you use your Google Translate and you download your languages before you actually come out, if you don't have access to internet or anything inside, then it kind of works out for you, because you can on the spot use your camera to kind of translate things as you go. But definitely a pretty big place. Had a pretty large cafe inside. A lot of people sitting down eating and stuff like that. A lot of setups of interior design ideas. Closet setups and living rooms, dining rooms, bedrooms, bathrooms, the whole 9 yards, kitchens and everything. So kind of similar, but at the same time, it was pretty large, 2 floors up and down. So pretty cool place. And a lot of stuff going on inside. And it seems like it's pretty popular on a Saturday afternoon for everybody. But I will check in with you on the next visit to the next place we're going to. All right. Just got out to Weilerbach. It's a different town. It's kind of near where we were, but maybe about 15 minutes from Ramstein, not too far. We're about to check out a new place called it's It's basically called the Belgian Bistro. Kind of just see what they have going on in there. So we're gonna check it out. Try to get some good local fare and see what we think.
Sitting down, about to enjoy a great meal. Everything looks fantastic. I got the chicken plate. It's like a stir-fried chicken. Got fries, veggies, and again, like I told you before, the portions in this place are always massive. So I'm gonna take a quick bite and let you know what I think. Perfect flavor, super moist, nice texture, everything's made well. Very, very impressed by this decision today. I think we're gonna really enjoy ourselves.
Hey everyone, just walking out of the Belgian Bistro. We've been here actually for several hours. It's a pretty great location. We had great food, a good time, great service. You know, the bartenders and things were providing us some great recommendations on great drinks to have. They had an amazing draft beer selection in there, a lot of Belgian beers and things like that you wouldn't be able to get and definitely in United States location, and some draft beers that you might be able to get in a United States location. However, the pricing was very, very competitive in there. I mean, every single beer they had on the menu was probably, $3 to $4.50 for every beer that they had. So definitely great pricing and things like that. Food was amazing. Definitely had a good turnout inside. But we definitely had a great time in there. Great service. Everything was definitely phenomenal. I would definitely recommend you check out this location. I definitely have for some reason I have a taxi driver who's just riding up beside me. Maybe he thinks I'm his next fare, but I'm not. I have a ride. Definitely a designated driver for the night. So not drinking and driving, but definitely this was a cool location. You should definitely check it out if you have the opportunity, and you'll definitely enjoy yourself. This was St. Patrick's Day, so they definitely can get packed pretty early and pretty quickly. So if you're in this area and you want to check it out, you might want to reserve ahead of time if it's a holiday or something like that. But they had a pretty good turnout for St. Patrick's Day. But the place closed at 11, so it's about 11 now, and people are kind of wandering out and stuff like that. So they're not doing it too late, too big out here in this area, but definitely a cool place to go to. So if you're able to get out in this area and check it out, feel free to do so, and I'll catch you on the next trip. Okay, just made a new revelation. Just as we left this place, we just rode out of the parking lot, rolled down the street, and they have very interesting vending machines here. If you look behind me, there is a lot of different options that are readily available. This is apparently like a butcher shop that's here on the street, and they have a vending machine that is filled with, you can see some Cokes, some drinks. They got sausages and meats and stuff like that. So definitely a different kind of place. So different things are going on, but it's really, really cool that you could pick up this stuff just on the street impromptu. So it's really, really cool the stuff like that's going on. But just had to give you guys a side note and an extra little piece of information. And this is definitely just directly next door to the bistro, the Belgian bistro that we just left. So really, really cool thing. Check you guys later.